All right. I had to be honest, but so far, I haven't been liking Philippines. So far, I haven't enjoyed my stay here in Philippines. I'm starting off this video in a new country, and what better way to start exploring the country than by exploring it with their local food. So that's why in this video, I'm gonna go out and try some of the local food here in Philippines, especially in the city, because normally, like I said before, when you are in the big city, then the food is gonna be good. But this time, I'm not alone. This time, I'm gonna be going with a local here who's gonna be taking me around the city, trying out the food. And here it is.
Hi everyone, how are you doing guys?
All right, and then we're just gonna go ahead and go out and try the food. And we have reached to our first destination here, which is on the Chinatown. And we're gonna go ahead and try the food there. Right to the first spot here to try this food out. I'm not really sure yet what it is, but we're gonna go ahead and buy it, and then Robert's gonna go ahead and explain what it is. So it looks like in here we kind of choose what we want to eat.
Eto magkano dito kuya?
All right, so now we have it here. We have our first snack food. Not really sure what it is, but let's go ahead and let Roberto explain what it is.
Hi, so what we have right here right now is a cup. The first one we have here, this is kwek kwek. This is called kwek kwek, and it's made out of quail egg, long one here. We call this one kikiam. This is fish cake. This is normally the hot dog, the normal ones. And then the bottom one, we have this one. Right beside the hot dog is the chicken balls. It's made out of flour with chicken meat.
All right, so there we have it. And we also did put a little bit of spicy sauce on top of it. So we're going to go ahead and try it now. All right, so I'm going to be starting with this one because he said it was an egg. So this one worries me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and try it now. It's not as bad as I thought. It's not bad at all. Just tastes like an egg. It's good. I'll give it a thumbs up. Now let's go ahead and try the sausage here. Now the fish. All right, the fish now. That fish is really good. And lastly, this one right here. So now let's go ahead and try this, which I'm figuring it's a taste that I already know, but still let's go ahead and try it. All right, it's good. All right, so we have found another place where to eat. So in this place, they do sell a lot of pig right here. So we have the options between the ear of the pig. We have the intestines, like different parts of the intestines. We even have the anus of a chicken, the chicken head. But since I don't like because I don't like intestines, I went with the ear of the pig. So we'll go ahead and try it out. All right, so here we have it. We have the ear of the pig. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. It smells really good. Actually, when they were cooking it, I could smell and I was like, oh, wow, that smells really good. I hope as it smells, it also tastes like. Right now, it's still pretty hot, so I'm just waiting for this to cool down a bit before starting to eat it. All right, let's go ahead and see if this cooled down a bit more. Still hot, but it feels pretty chewy, which I don't like that texture. I'm gonna wait for this to cool down a bit more. Right, so it's actually pretty good, but I think this could really benefit from some barbecue sauce on top just to get a little bit more of the taste. It is pretty chewy, but it has a good taste. I don't know, I cannot describe the taste. We'll have to try it again. I'm still trying to figure out the taste. I don't know if there's something wrong with my taste bud or what's going on, but I cannot find a taste on how to describe it. Can't say if it's good or bad because I don't really taste anything. Maybe it's just bland. There's nothing special about it. Who knows? We'll just keep eating until I found until I find out what it tastes like. All right, finally made it to a new destination. Now I'm in the island of Bohol, but there's a big problem. So I'm gonna be staying here for the next 3 days, and the plan was just to show around everything. But then the problem here is that there's a big storm coming in right now. It's already starting to rain, and supposedly tomorrow is gonna get worse for the next 3 days, which is exactly the 3 days that I'm gonna be here. So I'm not sure really what's gonna happen. Hopefully this is gonna go away real quick. If not, then I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna have to come back another time then. So now that it finally stopped raining, I just had to hurry up because I'm pretty sure the rain's gonna come back according to the forecast. And I'm just gonna try to do everything that I had planned to do in 3 days, just to do it in one day. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get done, but hopefully I can get something done and we'll just go out there and explore. All right, and after driving for about an hour and 15 minutes, I have finally arrived to the destination. Luckily, the weather is still good. Hopefully, it's going to stay this way because it approximately supposed to be raining about this time now, but it looks pretty good so far. Well, enough talk. Let's go ahead and go to this destination before it gets too late, since I still have a lot of things to do. And after taking the shuttle, I have finally arrived to Chocolate Hills. Unfortunately, I have pretty bad news. They are not made out of chocolate. I just wanted, and I was hoping that they're gonna be full of chocolate, like Willy Wonka, so I could just go in there and take a big bite out of it. But unfortunately, they're not made out of chocolate. I think they're called Chocolate Hill just because of the shape that they have. Like they kind of like resemble like the Hershey Kisses. I just think that that's like the most obvious reason of why they're called Chocolate Hills. Anyway, here they are. And after 40 minutes of driving, I have finally arrived to this sanctuary. This sanctuary is for the tarsier, like this little small animals that they tend to be really shy. Right now, they're going to be sleeping since they are nocturnal animals. So one of the big rules here is speaking quietly, not using your flash, putting your phone on vibrate, pretty much just trying to be quiet the whole time. So we're going to go ahead and go inside and hopefully we can see these animals here. I don't know how I feel about this. I have mixed emotions here. So the price was 150 pesos and they make you watch this 5-minute video and then after that you have to get a guide. The guide is included on the 150. Without the guide it is impossible for you to spot these animals. They're so tiny, they camouflage pretty well with the branches and then they go up really high on the trees. It's really hard to find them, so definitely the guide. I think that's mainly what you're paying for. Well, anyways, I think the whole thing only lasted like 2 minutes. I think the video was longer. So he pretty much walked around the area and then he points to where they are. We only saw 3. And then after that, it was like, okay, this is the last one. I was like, okay, that's the last one. All right. I was expecting this to last more, but I did feel kind of rushed. Like, all right, take your picture, let's go. All right, take your video, let's go. So that's just my personal experience. I have mixed emotions about this. All right, up to the next stop before it starts to rain. All right, and finally made it to the third and last destination. So actually I had planned other destinations too, but with time and then also with the question whether it's gonna rain or not, then I just had to decide on only one. I had decided before going to a waterfall, but then I remember, oh, well, it's been raining for the past days. That means that the water is gonna be all muddy color. I'm not gonna be able to appreciate it as much. So I decided to skip the waterfalls that I had planned and I came down to the beach and just decided to do the beach instead because supposedly it's supposed to be a really pretty beach, like according to the photos that I saw and countless blogs that I read. So now that I'm here, I'm like, this just looks like a pretty normal beach. I don't see anything special about it. I don't know if it has to do anything with the rains, with it being overcast, but I'm not really impressed. I'll go ahead and show you and you can just let me know if you like it or not. All right. I had to be honest, but so far I haven't been liking Philippines. So far, I haven't enjoyed my stay here in Philippines. So this is actually my second time here in Philippines, and the first time that I went to Philippines in Palawan, I did enjoy my time there, but not this time. There's been a lot of things going on that I haven't shared that have made my trip go all downhill. Starting with my first day. So everything was good on the first day. I had arranged with someone to go and try some street food, but to my surprise, I couldn't find any street food on the streets. So I only tried those two. And then after that, when we arrived to another place, I was already feeling full. I was already tired. So I called it a day. And then the big problem after that was me trying to go back to my hotel. It took me probably like an hour trying to book a motorcycle or a car. I was trying to one of those services. So I have 4 apps here in Philippines. I'll try it all 4. None of them were responding. After an hour, finally someone accepted my ride, and it was probably like the most expensive ride ever. So with that being said, on the next following days, I had the same issue. Whenever I wanted to go somewhere, it was really hard to book a Grab or Move It, Angkas, Joyride, any of those apps. It was really hard trying to get someone to accept the trip, even if I selected the cash option. So finally, when I got one, the big problem was getting back to my hotel. Every time it was like a 1 hour wait trying to get back to the hotel or trying to book one. It was pretty frustrating. So with that, I missed a lot of opportunities to know the city, to go different places. And then after that, it started to rain. So that was another big factor, the rain. So finally, when I left the city and I came to this island, I was like, finally, this is gonna be like my habitat. I like these areas. So what's to my surprise, I arrived and it's raining. It's been raining for the past days that I've been here, except for today. Today it's been good so far. And then as soon as it stopped raining, I finally was able to go out, that I did miss on 2 days that I had fully planned. Luckily, I'm flexible. I was able to do at least the things that I really wanted to do. And now here I am. But so far, I haven't been enjoying my time here. Hopefully, my next destination is going to feel like a whole different trip. We'll see on the next video.